Alright, let's look at the homework 8.5, problem number 9. Alright, so boxes are labeled as containing 400 gram of cereal. Alright, so we can probably take that as the mean. So mean is 400. The machine filling the boxes produces weights that are normally distributed with standard deviation of 14 grams. Right, so we got the standard deviation to be 14. Right, so let's go ahead and bring up a calculator, right, and type in the normal density function. So it's going to be 1 over, so I'm gonna put parentheses, 1 divided by, right, and then another parenthesis. Right, so standard deviation is 14 times square root of 2 pi, so 2 pi, right, then go out and then close parenthesis here and another close parenthesis here. Then it's e to the, so e to the x here, right, it's going to be negative quantity x minus, right, so mean value is 400, so we put the 400 there. And then close that, and then squared. Square, where is square? Yeah, squared. And divided by, right, then we put the parentheses, and the 2 times, right, and the standard deviation is 14, then you square that, right, then close parentheses, right, then we hit enter there, right, so we got the function there. And then let's see, let's change the window so we can see this a little bit better. So it's let's see, 400 is the mean, so I'm gonna probably do maybe 0 to 400, so maybe 800. Alright, then y max, let's see, y min is 0, 0.1, maybe that might be okay, so let's try that. And hit graph. Let's see if we can see anything. Alright, looks like it's graphing a little bit. Alright, so I guess it was a little bit too big. So I'm gonna go back to window. Alright, then I think I'm gonna change the y max to be maybe 0.03 or something like that, and then see what it looks like. Right, hopefully you see something, there's a little spike there. Alright, so this is the normal distribution there. And let's answer part A. Right, it says that if the target weight is 400, the means is 400, what is the probability that the machine produces a box with less than 385 grams of cereal? Right, so what we need to do is we just need to integrate, say from 0 to 355. So we're going to calculate, right? Then number 7 is the integral, right? Then we have a lower limit, so I'll take 0 as the lower limit, right? Hit enter. And I take upper limit is 385, so 385, right? So that's below the mean, so hit enter, right? Then it should shade almost halfway, and it's halfway, and it gives you the value. All right, so we want let's see, round it to 3 decimal places. All right, so it's going to be 0.142. Well, let's see, is that percentage? Yeah, it's not a percentage, it's just a probability. All right, so it's going to be 0.142. Alright, so that's the first answer. Maybe let's submit for testing first. Alright, I came back and looks like we got the part A correctly. Alright, so let's do part B. Suppose a law states that no more than 5% of the manufactured cereal boxes can contain less than the weight of, let's say, weight of 400 grams. What target weight should a manufacturer set it's filling the machine. It's filling the machine. Alright, so what we need to do for part B would be, we want to make sure that let's say from 0 to 400, there's going to be only 5% is sitting there. Alright, so what we need to do is go back to Y. Alright, so the mean value, so that's the target value here. So mean value, we want to set it a little bit higher, because if it's a 400, below 400 is a half of it. So this is going to be bigger than 400. So I'm going to try maybe 420 or something like that, and see what we get. Alright, so then I'm going to do second and calculate. And then, actually, did I do trace? Maybe, oh, right. Second and calculate. Alright. Let's see. Maybe I'll quit. Alright, I'm gonna do second and trace. Alright. Then we're gonna do 7. Alright. I'm gonna do 0 to 0 to 400. 400. Alright. Then hit enter. It might take a while. Let's see. Alright, so it came out to be 0.07, right? So which means that we have a little bit more. So we have to set it a little bit higher so that that number is going to be lower. So let's try something different. So a little bit higher. So I'm gonna do maybe 425 or something like that. Alright. Alright, then let's do it again. So I'm gonna do second calc. Alright, number 7. Then I'm gonna do I have to wait a little bit, but I'm gonna do again 0 to 400 and see what we get. Alright, so it's almost there. Alright, so I'm gonna do a 0 to 400. Alright, then hit enter. Then it came out to be, actually it came out a little bit too low, so I have to go down a bit. So go back to here. Alright, so it's a little tedious, but I think this is pretty much the only way. So I'm gonna go to maybe 420. We try a 420, 425. So how about the whole 422 and 3? Let's try 422. Alright, so then we're gonna do a second calculate and a 7, and then it takes a little while. Alright, so we're gonna do let's see, 0 lower limit 400. Right, so we're gonna get alright, 0.58. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger, so let's try 423. So that's probably we'll do it. So let's go up here, and then I'm gonna go to 423. Alright, so hopefully this is the last one. So hit enter, and then we do second trace, so calculate, and number 7. Alright, so we're gonna do 0 to 400. Alright. Alright, so it looks like it came out very, very close. So so we're taking the 423. So 423 would be the one, and let's submit for testing. Alright, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly as well. right? So it's not very a good way. It's more of a trial and error, but we could successfully find the value. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.